and gentlemen, please welcome Debbie Chiricello.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be with you here this evening for such a great reason, to spotlight our colleagues who've been doing so many incredible things across our great company. I wish we could be celebrating here at the Hearst Tower in person, but I'm so grateful that we have the technology to get together, albeit virtually, the same technology that's kept us connected over the past 20 months. 20 extraordinary months that have changed all of us, as people, as colleagues, and as a company. I have to say that as I read through the Spotlight Award submissions, I had to pause. I realized that one thing that hasn't changed over the last couple of years is the caliber of the people that we've worked with at Hearst Magazines. The talent, the innovation, and the resilience that each one of you brings to your role and to your teams. Every day is both inspiring and commendable. We've seen teams pull together, and we've seen people solving problems under the most extraordinary of circumstances, with creativity, with excellence, and with kindness above all. It's what makes our company so unique. Let's start with creativity. Going through the Spotlight submissions, again and again, I read about people who conceived of brand-defining programs, people who found and facilitated new ways of working, or who even figured out ways to overcome supply shortages. Creativity expresses itself in many, many shapes and sizes here at Hearst. Moving on to excellence, which is something we know quite well. I read about stars who go above and beyond, who think big but love the details, who pride themselves on the ability to aspire to more, while at the same time inspiring others to greatness, which leads me to kindness. This is where I really had to pause, because the most common thread I saw that our Spotlight Award honorees are good people first. People who value collaboration, who jump at an opportunity to help, and who found ways to keep our spirits up. This hasn't been easy over the past 20 months, but it's been so important and so critical to our success. You know, I could talk about how our brands are best in class, which they are. I can also talk about how we're leading the industry when it comes to innovating and building the future for our business. That's also true. But the truth is, nothing would be possible without our people. Our strategy is simple. Hire well, hire people who care, hire people who make us all better, and the rest will fall into place. Thank you to all of our Spotlight Award winners for making us all stronger and better every day. You inspire me, and I am so happy to honor you tonight. And now, I'm delighted to welcome Hearst Executive Vice Chairman and former CEO, Frank Bennick.
I don't know whether you can hear me and see me, but I'm kind of on the run. I need to apologize a little bit for my technology. I'm holding my cell phone, and if you hear music in the background, that's 4 grandchildren that are in the household, and only Grand Central Station is noisier than where I am right now, so I apologize for that. For openers, obviously I want to echo and endorse all that Debbie said about this occasion. Most of you know that I've been around for about 60 years, and I wish I had the relationship with all of you that I've had through the years of my work at Hearst, but I'm very aware of the work that all of you have done. And I've always been a great advocate of recognizing that 50, and I think that's about how many awards are being made tonight. Give me the 50 best, and I can beat anybody's 500 in the worlds that we operate in. So there's a long tradition in Hearst of doing this. We're 134 years old. And for many, many years, particularly on the newspaper side where these awards, I think, originally started, we had the Chiefs Award. And these are analogous to that. And they've always been focused on, first of all, the people who do the right thing. That's so important in today's world. And I congratulate all of you for doing the right thing, but also the creativity, commitment to job, the interest in the future for yourself and for the company. All of those things are the characteristics that I know the winners tonight embody. I'm smiling a little bit because in recent years, Steve Schwartz has not allowed me to speak before him. And so it's nice after his having to wait for me many years in the past that tonight he has to wait for me. But he's going to join the same sentiment I know, and that is in congratulating all of you, thanking you for the tremendous job you've done during the most difficult of periods. One of the hallmarks of being around as long as I have is that I've seen the good days and the bad, and we're coming out of some tough days, but I know that best is yet to come, and I know that the contribution that you make, those of you who are our leaders, is going to be central to the great health of Hearst magazines, and for that matter, the Hearst Corporation in the future. So congratulations to all of you on behalf of our board and all of us in senior management. Thank you for the job you've done, and we're very proud of each and every one of you.
Thanks, Frank, for being with us tonight and for sharing your wisdom with us. We're also honored tonight to have Hearst President and CEO Steve Schwartz with us. His support of Hearst magazines and the work we do is unparalleled, and his leadership is second to none. Steve, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Debbie. First of all, I want to thank you for your outstanding leadership over this last tremendous year at Hearst Magazines. I also want to point out that one thing I've learned in my over 30 years at Hearst is that there's no upside in trying to speak after Frank Bennett. As usual, Frank has said it all. I just want to first thank all of your family and friends that are here tonight, because obviously without you, our colleagues would not have excelled to the level that they did. I just want to tell all of our winners just how proud I am, and all of us are, of your work, how great it has been to see so many of you in the tower this week as I walked around with Debbie and Kate, and look forward to seeing more of you. And I'm very, very optimistic and excited about Hearst Magazines for 2022 and beyond. So again, thank you. We're so proud of you. And now let's get on with the awards.
Thanks, Steve, and thanks to you and Frank for joining us this evening as we celebrate our honorees. So let's switch gears and move to what we all came here for, which is celebrating you. To kick this off, I'd like to introduce Kate Lewis, our Chief Content Officer, and Kristen O'Hara, our Chief Business Officer.
Well, thank you so much, Debbie, Steve, and Frank. Great to see everybody, and as Debbie said, it's sad not to be in person, but we're still nonetheless delighted to be here with all of you virtually. So we'll kick it off, I think, with our first award, which goes to Amy Couture. And I'll just share a little bit about why Amy's getting this award, which we'll do for all of our honorees. So from her cool and calm demeanor, to her ingenuity in problem solving, to her precise execution skills, Amy proves day in and day out to be a vital member of our team. One of her biggest accomplishments this year, this is one of my favorites. When I first saw it, I wasn't sure it could ever happen, but she brought it to life. It was a Harper's Bazaar and Olay partnership called Statue for STEM, which generated $3 million. And it took 63 brainstorms to make it happen, 6 client meetings, 11 proposals, and over a year to sell. The result is a partnership between Bazaar and Olay and the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, where we honor one woman who has made contributions to space exploration with a statue that's unveiled at the Smithsonian Udvar Handy Center. Bravo, Amy.
The debut Hearst Portfolio Initiative, Project Tell Me, Lift Every Voice, which showcased interviews between young Black journalists and the oldest generation of Black Americans, would not have been possible without Ronnie's involvement. The project featured more than 50 Black American elders, including civil rights activists, hometown heroes, and celebrities, and Ronnie was responsible for all of the photography. Portraits of interviewees were taken by a new generation of Black photographers, and most were local talent from the subject's own communities. Ronnie's creative eye, organizational skills, and her commitment to the project, coupled with her collaboration with the entire visual team, made the project an extraordinary success. Superstar social guru Amanda knows women's health readers better than anyone because she interacts with them across the brand's platforms every day. Amanda cares so much about the women's health audience that she even earned her personal training certificate this summer to feel extra confident when pushing out fitness content on Instagram and Facebook. Her creativity is limitless, whether it's dreaming up spectacular executions for branded content posts that delight clients and our audience, experimenting with the never-ending rollout of new tools, launching franchises to earn e-commerce revenue, or making magical moments with cover stars. Amanda helps women's health soar higher every day.
So Colleen Kohler. Colleen started as an assistant to the publisher of O, the Oprah magazine, a number of years ago. Last year, she sold $2.9 million for the magazine, and this year so far, she's at $2.1 million, projecting to hit $5 million for the year. It's going to be a 200% increase in 1 year. Astonishing. All of this while she's handling one of the largest territories, working through a major team transition over this past year. She's brought in marquee accounts including Amazon, Zelle, Prudential, and NBC, just to name a few. Colleen's superpower is focus. She's simply an outstanding salesperson.
Laura makes sure our archive of Hearst Magazine's editorial content is flawless. She has played a critical role in lots of big projects, including onboarding international material and migrating all legacy content from Rodale. And she has been a driving force behind making the Atlas platform a success. With thousands of users on the Atlas, Laura manages the registration and offers daily support to those hunting for content. In true Laura fashion, she does this with unwavering patience and never lets a question linger unanswered. Because of this, Laura is well respected by her colleagues and our partners, and her thorough and thoughtful approach to her job inspires the people around her. Thinking big is never a problem for Spencer. Last year, a typical pitch from him might begin, Men's Health should host a music festival. Fast forward a few months and more than 100,000 people had tuned in for MH Fest, a 2-day musical event on Instagram Live, which raised money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Spencer has pioneered multiple emerging platform initiatives this year, and in a climate where it takes more creativity and ingenuity than ever to surprise readers, it's all the more impressive that he can do it while managing content strategy, growing a digital membership program, and being a kind and thoughtful colleague who brings positive vibes every day.
Marianne Civiletto. In the last year, Marianne helped concept, sell, and execute 2 brand new tempo programs for the Cosmo brand. First, Extracurricular, a 6-week series of virtual classes where we were teaching college students what they actually needed to know before entering the real world. Under Marianne's care, Extracurricular registered more than 5,000 students, brought in over $1.4 million in sponsorship revenue from Dell and Plan B. The other baby she created was a program called Holiday, a 2-day shopping extravaganza to inspire the Cosmo audience to treat themselves, to shop, and to shop smart. The program generated 1 billion media impressions, including 52 participating retailers in this program. It was sponsored by Klarna, the fintech company, who locked in a 2-year partnership agreement with Hearst. Marianne is a brilliant marketer and an excellent partner to the sales team.
At the Oprah brand, Abby was an unwavering and steady hand through a period of significant transition. Come production deadlines, new teammates, or pandemic curveballs, her grace under pressure and her relentless ability to sweat the details was laser focused on what the team and the business needed. Abby is the reason big endeavors like Lift Every Voice and O's quarterly print editions launch on time and on budget. Oh, and while she does all of this at Oprah, she also took on Esquire this year, where immediately she proved to be indispensable, solving problems, some that had bedeviled the team for years, with efficiency and poise. Abby enables and empowers everyone on both teams to do their best work and to do it with a smile on their faces. Kate Caitlin combines a passion for and years of experience in health journalism with a much needed skepticism, which is especially important in today's health news environment. Moving seamlessly between print and digital, she spearheaded large and highly successful digital packages, including stories on how sugar affects the body and how to quit anything for good housekeeping. And she is a major contributor to prevention, as well as being responsible for the health news coverage on Women's Day. Caitlin is a fountain of ideas and enthusiasm that makes her a joy to have on the team.
Andrew Maitner, I got to meet you today. How great is that? So just a little aside, but the fun part of being back in the office. Andrew, you are a positive ray of light, constantly going above and beyond your duties to provide creative, strategic, and most important, sellable work for Hearst. You're solutions oriented and stay cool under pressure, often taking on many projects at once while excelling at all of them. You were crucial to winning the Sephora, the Neutrogena, La Mer, Strivectin. Our skin is all looking better thanks to you. Businesses this last year, proving that your marketing proposals are just impossible for clients to pass up. Andrew developed first to market branded content solutions with TikTok beauty activations, inspiring the team around him to just think differently about how we can go to market. His dedication, kindness, and professionalism make him a person everyone wants to work with.
It's not just that Brady is willing to take on a Herculean workload, it's that no matter the Esquire assignment, he holds himself to the highest standards. Brady brings an inimitable style to everything he writes, and his unwavering curiosity makes him a keen reporter. Beyond that, his kindness has served as an inspiration to both his colleagues and his managers. You won't find a member of the team, or anyone who's met him for that matter, who doesn't come out of an interaction with him wishing they were a little bit more like Brady. Dana's thoughtful, clever systems put our lifestyle group brands on the most efficient and timely path to success. It's no small feat to get 3 print magazines with a shared staff and overlapping schedules out on time. Dana also does the same for countless bookazines, books, special projects and collaborations, branded products, digital guides, and more, all with infinite patience and a can-do attitude. Dana knows the answer to the question before you ask it. She is the ultimate problem solver, the knowledge keeper, the glue.
Lisa Goodman. Lisa has displayed excellent leadership capabilities during her 21 years at Hearst. For the last 5 years, she's led our Pacific Northwest team for our corporate selling organization, and she's consistently grown revenue year over year. At the same time, she's exceeding clients' expectations. She collaborates beautifully with the internal teams as well. In the pandemic, her team was able to offset digital losses and keep revenue flat from 2019. To date, we've closed 20 new accounts under Lisa's leadership, totaling over $2.5 million in new revenue. Because of her track record of amazing innovation, Lisa also holds a new title where she's creating multicultural efforts on behalf of Hearst for many of our clients.
In a storm of a year, Altacor's executive managing editor, Jeff, has been an anchor. In addition to keeping things moving, he also deftly handled the logistics and execution of a few big, bold editorial projects, among them the commissioning of Altacor's first ever illustrated cover, including its acquisition by the Smithsonian. That's our second Smithsonian reference here. We must be very smart at Hearst. A December 2020 story involving styling designers as modeling talent on location and in a pandemic, and alongside our executive editor, Jeff edited all the digital stories ahead of our new digital director starting in her role. Jeff accomplished all of this with precision, diligence, and a clarity of purpose. Russ embodies team. After spearheading Clever's technical migration to work from home production, Russ supercharged her Studio West's return to in-studio and on-location production. Astute at both shooting high-quality video and troubleshooting creative solutions, Russ helped orchestrate over 100 video shoots across 8 Hearst brands so far in 2021. If you work with video at Hearst, chances are high that Russ has helped you reach your goals. And now I know Debbie is excited to recognize more members of the team, so I'm going to turn it over to her.
Thank you, Kate and Kristen. I'm going to ask Keisha Jean-Baptiste, our Chief Talent Officer, to join me. Keisha, do you want to start spotlighting our talent?
Hello, everyone. Excited to do this. We're going to go west a little bit here. So first up, we have Lori. Lori joined Jumpstart 7 years ago and has been an essential member of the Hearst Autos team since then. Her experience on both sides of the desk, buying and selling that is, means she has a unique perspective on the industry and is a go-to resource for the entire Los Angeles sales team. Lori has cultivated incredible client and agency relationships, which has helped the LA team grow. Her work helped land the biggest OEM contract in the history of Hearst Autos. Honda is spending $39 million over 3 years across in-market, enthusiast, and lifestyle. Way to go, Lori.
Paul McGurney dives wholeheartedly into new challenges and isn't afraid to take on work in uncharted territories. He does whatever it takes to get us where we need to go. This includes helping elevate skills outside of technology and spending his off hours expanding what iCrossing offers. Paul also helps to establish a culture of mentorship and career management within the engineering discipline. He serves as a role model to other managers on how they can develop talent. Paul is an absolutely great example of a brilliant engineering mind who can move client discussions forward.
We're moving out of Pennsylvania, covering all bases here. Jen is a print veteran who adapted to digital. She combines her deep experience as a creator of substantive content and as a managing editor with a passion for data-driven journalism that can be measured, making her the ideal person to lead the enthusiast group's expert reviews team. With twin goals of high efficiency and high integrity, and immediate profitability, no less, this new initiative combines product journalism and commerce with the loyalty-building credibility of fully tested reviews.
Brittany Warren is always the first person to take action on new projects and process improvements for the activation team, including the implementation of Monday.com, which increased efficiency, organization, and data-driven decision-making. Brittany also takes an active role in training and mentoring team members and is a trusted resource for internal sales and partners. Her strong relationships and her excellent customer service consistently lead to successful campaigns, happy clients, and business renewal.
Gian consistently delivers an exceptional volume of work without compromising quality. He is relied upon as a reviewer by the engineering team, also leaving thoughtful and considered suggestions. His technical ability is broad and deep, which means he is able to contribute at a high level to whatever code base he is asked to work with. He is a continual learner, constantly adding new technologies to his arsenal, and we know we need more of that. So grateful to have that. He rises to the challenge of any project, whether it is something he is extremely familiar with or something that is totally new.
Tim McDonald has led the remodeling project of CDS Global's headquarters in Des Moines, Iowa, which means he's responsible for the build out of over 90,000 square feet of space, which includes making decisions about everything and anything, from what new sprinkler system we should have to technology for about 500 employees. Tim needed great creativity and ingenuity to keep this project moving during the labor and material shortages caused by COVID. But these challenges were absolutely no match for his resourcefulness. He also procured all the required PPE to keep our essential workers safe. And he pioneered CDS Global's supplier diversity program, which is an enormous point of pride for our organization.
Going back to Pennsylvania here, the fast-growing membership programs of Runner's World and Bicycling are largely supported by the audience's enthusiasm for gear and health, fitness, and training. Danielle has been at the center of planning, building, and upkeeping these pillars. She is never fooled by the junk science or hyperbole that riddles so much health and fitness reporting. Her North Star is the trust of our readers, that we have trust from our readers. Thanks to Danielle, our audiences know they can count on us for cutting-edge sports science vetted by experts. This trust has led to our meteoric rise in memberships and engagement.
Kate Palmer manages customer service training for CBS Global for up to 750 employees, handling almost 6 million phone calls and 4 million emails a year. She led the training teams who helped our U.S. employees transition to work from home during COVID, including creating an online curriculum that showed employees how to set up their workstations and how to use tools like Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Jane also helped the CVS operations trainers use online tools to remain socially distant while onboarding new in-office hires. Jane's leadership, organization, and adaptability were crucial in a year that completely upended all training norms.
It is tempting to sum up Leah's contributions in 2 words: Pulitzer Prize. She conceived, assigned, and edited the Writer's World feature, 12 Minutes in a Life, which in 2021 became the first Pulitzer Prize winning story in Hearst Magazine's history. Mic drop. Year after year, Leah leads her features team as they create deeply researched, lovingly told, exquisitely edited, long-form stories that win awards and accolades. More importantly, her work delights, challenges, and enthralls our audience. Qualitative success that we can measure in metrics, such as time spent on site and engaged minutes on Apple News. She also mentors the entire staff in the craft and the art of editing and storytelling, ensuring that these skills remain strong at Hearst.
Okay, so now we're headed to England. And Mark, it's super late, but I see that you're on, so thank you for joining us. During 2021, Mark Knock introduced solutions to make it easier for all employees, whether office-based or remote, to communicate, share, and engage with each other by developing a brand new intranet, which is fully integrated with Teams. His problem-solving ability, technical prowess, and methodical approach have been instrumental in the implementation of 2 data automation projects that improved processes and reduced the risk to our business. In addition, he saw the development of a new data lake, consolidating all the data sources of reporting into a single service. All of this has been achieved while he was still doing his day job, which included work that essentially kept payment card commerce alive and kicking at Hearst. And thanks again, Mark, for joining us. I know it's late night.
Allie combines the sometimes uniquely distinct skills of being a strong manager and a go-to innovator. She hires, trains, and manages very high-performing teams in the Hearst Data Studio, and she has helped to launch our self-service solution, Hearst Audience Select, which allows advertisers to choose content and product preferences for their ads. Allie also helped us develop solutions to drive high yield for Sample Ignition 360, a social media ad product designed to get product samples into our consumers' hands. In addition to all this, Allie is now playing a key role in supporting iCrossing's media business. So now we're going to pass it back to Kate and Kristen, who are going to take us through the 3rd quarter of Spotlight Awards.
Thank you, Keisha. Okay, next up we have Angela Jet Okaniku. And a little bit about Angela. She has an incredibly agnostic approach as she works with our clients, and she champions all 3 of our amazing Hearst Design Collection titles. She pivots effectively between print and digital, making sure that she leaves not a penny behind. Angela is highly analytical. She handles very complex negotiations, is results-oriented, and is an ultimate problem solver for our clients. She's been a real team captain in this design collection, leading a group that is up nearly 37% in revenue year to date. Angela has been bridging sales and marketing brilliantly, and by the end of this year, she will have hosted more than 70 events for the design group.
Over the past year, Nojin has been on a creative tear, and his passion for his work is infectious. He thrived throughout the pandemic and showed others that they could as well. When times got tough, Nojin gave us Lenny Kravitz and his abs. When the world needed a zaddy, Nojin gave us Chris Maloney. When Naomi Osaka inspired the world, Nojin went on a wild goose chase to make a cover shoot happen. And may we never forget the power of Frank Grillo, whose video taught us all a lesson. When Nojin says someone will perform, don't ask questions, just say yes. Nojin is the talent team's sounding board and a daily reminder that we can and will succeed even during the hardest of times. It would be almost impossible to list all the ways Corey contributes to Food Network magazine, but I'll give it a shot. He's a one-man reporting, writing, editing, pitching, sourcing, propping, organizing, newsletter making, recipe reviewing, gallery producing machine. In the past year, Corey stepped up to oversee big food shoots, took over the weekly newsletter, retooled the monthly calendar feature, contributed thoughtful pieces on Juneteenth and Gay Pride Month, coordinated recipes for dozens of Native advertisers, and still managed to jump in and help on anything and everything, right down to finding the perfect spooky chocolate eyeballs for Food Network's monthly counting contest.
Amazing. I want one of those. That sounds fun and delicious. Josh, hello there. So you're with First Aid, and you have one of the top jobs out there, right? We have to balance our client needs, what our own brands need, and what our audiences want to read about or learn about. So you always balance all of this with creating solutions that meet our clients' goals. Over the last year, you've never skipped a beat when asked to reinvent the way we work, communicate, produce content. You've never lowered your expectations or reversed expectations on the quality of the work we're producing. You oversaw a fully remote social program for Scott's Toilet Paper, producing over 20 videos in a few short days at the height of the pandemic, as most of you might recall, when none of us could actually even get toilet paper. I'm not even sure how you really even got it for the shoot. You've also produced short films for Lexis and Elle Women in Hollywood and helped to tell very personal stories about disease. You treat every project with dedication and respect, and we thank you.
Getting a magazine out the door each month on time and with no errors is a gargantuan feat, especially now. For this reason, SD is Cosmo's unwavering hero. Her copy edits have next level precision. Her eye is next level hawk-like. Mistakes, there's no getting past her. But the reason she's beloved beyond her incredible skill is her wicked sense of humor, which keeps the whole Cosmo team in good spirits, even on the toughest of days. No Slack message from SD goes by without a laugh cry emoji. Leia has helped chart the way forward for Harper's Bazaar's brand. She loves storytelling and values great writing. She is a master of the digital universe and can pivot seamlessly between the worlds of print and digital. Whether it's a conversation between Maria Grazia and Isabel Allende, or commissioning an E. Alex Young profile in Aquafina, she is the driving force behind Harper's Bazaar's unique voice, which places immeasurable value on creating spaces for inclusive storytelling. Leia brings an authority and an authenticity to every story she touches.
Don Gordon. Don, you set the gold standard for ad service management. Don is unparalleled in his preparation and ability to build and build really efficient books for Hearst. He also knows how to come up with the best solutions while at the same time making it possible to pull in last-minute requests that inevitably happen all the time. He's been able to do all of this while taking on more brands in the lifestyle group without ever sacrificing the level of work and commitment to each and every Hearst brand. You play a critical role in our sales process and increase available revenue so that we can generate more ad dollars. Don is a longtime and high-performing employee who deserves this recognition.
Manisha has an amazing collaborative spirit. She not only oversees production management, but also shares the information and protocols we've needed to continue working safely and effectively. As our needs have changed with everything from new brands to remote work, she has helped all the teams onboard vendors, contractors, and temps that will allow them to take on bigger, bolder, and more ambitious projects. And she handles it all with a serene smile and a great sense of humor. Ellen leads with her steadfast commitment to originality and her graceful problem solving. When asked to develop a new franchise in the field of outdoor design, Ellen launched and executed the Veranda Outdoor Living Awards by networking with architects and landscape designers, outdoor product designers, garden writers, and other authorities to field submissions, evaluate them, and translate the winning projects into an amazing editorial package. Her efforts not only reasserted Veranda's brand authority, but also secured sponsorship from key partners. Over the last year, she has also taken on managing the style and market department, cultivated a more diverse stable of writers, and helped grow our audience by shepherding our most popular features to completion.
Sherry Mayer. Sherry has spent the last few years managing the L'Oreal account for our team at First here, and she is the model of corporate leadership. She partners equally well externally as she does internally to drive this business forward. During the pandemic, Sherry had a heavy lift. L'Oreal shifted their business with us dramatically from being print-led to being commerce-led. Sherry never got discouraged by this major shift in business, and instead, she mobilized us to push farther, faster on our commerce offering for clients. This fall, under Sherry's leadership, we launched our very first direct affiliate commerce partnership deal for 2 L'Oreal brands. Sherry is transforming our L'Oreal partnership and Hearst simultaneously.
Nobody hustles like Hadley. In one day, she might assign and top edit 10 stories, plan a massive SEO package, scout out a new writer, workshop a video series, interview a designer, and dash off the resulting home tour for print, then pop into a press interview in which she knows every person in the room. She is genuinely, infectiously, endlessly interested in all things interior design, and a whiz about translating it to a digital-first audience. Under her direction, House Beautiful launched the best home stores in America and Beautiful Things, 2 brand-defining franchises celebrating small business owners and artisans. She is in constant pursuit of excellence and is bracingly honest, and she helps make House Beautiful better every day. Ashley navigated the entire Town & Country's team surely and sensitively through this work-from-home period. She quickly developed systems that held the team accountable and kept the magazine running efficiently and on deadline, while also creating space and solutions for the emotional and practical challenges the team faced during this time. The phrase "grace under pressure" may be overused, but as they say, cliches only become so because they are true. The entire Town & Country editorial and business team owe Ashley an enormous amount of gratitude, as well as an ice cold martini.
Mike Nuzza. Mike is an integral part of our market-facing data strategy. He also has the rare ability to break down the most complex data issues and see opportunity. He does it in a way that's digestible and understandable, regardless of how much you know about data. He also knows how to speak the language of our clients so we can make actionable solutions centered around data. Mike is now working with the executive leadership team, our largest advertisers, and market-leading data and technology partners to help us shape our go-to-market strategy for the ad sales organization. He's got a collaborative spirit that is contagious.
With over 42 million views across YouTube and Facebook, and with a watch time of over 700 years, June is unstoppable. She produces countless videos for Delish, all cooked, produced, and shot by herself in her perfect little apartment in Queens. Her Budget Eat series won over the hearts of millions, resulting in a Webby Award this spring. June's vulnerability, honesty, and humbleness characterize what the world needs more of this year. She isn't afraid to mass up, to break the rules, or to ask the audience for help. She's also a leader on the Delish Food team. When any of her co-workers needs assistance, they know who to call. And she's famous for packing up leftovers for the team after a shoot, feeding bodies and spirits. As my assistant, Heath was the beating heart of the content team. He greeted every question and request from every brand with a calm and warmth. Despite all the curveballs of the past couple of years, he's never let the ball drop. Heath has become an AV technician, running Zoom programming far and wide, including for the beloved Content U. He's a writer, published on an array of brands ranging from Elle Decor to Men's Health. And he's an event planner, managing the programming and execution for Hearst Pride, including their large-scale Pride Month events. He's organized, thoughtful, and loves a new challenge. So much so that he just left me for the e-commerce team. But I am grateful he will still be here to continue bringing his professional elegance and exuberant optimism to new corners of Hearst. Thank you, everyone. Debbie and Keisha, take us home.
Thanks, Kate. So we all know that long Zoom meetings are hard, and long Zoom meetings at 6 o'clock at night are really, really hard. That being said, it's impossible not to stay energetic because I don't know about you, but for me, it feels so wonderful to celebrate all of these standout peers that we collaborate with every day. We'll start with Sarah Tollefson. Sarah's attention to detail, deep understanding of our many applications, and true accountability help her consistently deliver amazing work at CDS. She has a rare ability to make anyone who interacts with her feel like they are her top priority, and yet she's still able to leverage her understanding of our business to ensure the most important requirements are always addressed first. As a new manager, she expanded her responsibilities this year, so congratulations. And in her care, we completed the 2020 PCI certification, enabling us to process millions of credit card transactions for hundreds of clients. Without Sarah's contributions over many, many long days and nights, this certification simply would not have happened.
Now back to the data studio. Kristen goes the extra mile to ensure her team, sales, and her clients are supported in the best possible way. She plays a key role in hiring, onboarding, and training new employees on the media strategy team, and constantly looks out for better ways to execute her business. Kristen keeps her ear to the ground on new tools to experiment with, and when that experimentation should turn into adoption. She has a good eye for what drives the business forward, goes above and beyond to help fill voids in the team, and is key in setting up successful campaigns for Hearst.
Keitha and Kim has had a big role in developing and automating reports used by 30 different people to constantly improve campaign delivery and performance. These reports have saved countless hours of work, have increased revenue delivery, and have more accurately projected future revenue. Recently, he's even stepped in to help the finance team build out automated reporting. He's quick to adapt to changing needs, makes himself available at a moment's notice, and does everything with a smile.
Carrie leads the consumer and trade PR efforts for Good Housekeeping, Oprah Daily, Elle, House Beautiful, among other brands in the portfolio. She definitely works across teams to generate buzz, increase visibility, reach new audiences, and highlight the innovation, creativity, and business success across our brands. Beyond being a strategic collaborator and a consummate team player, she is the first to raise her hand to support new initiatives. From regularly participating in the company's DE&I trainings and offerings to mentoring up-and-coming talent, Carrie's unflappable disposition and willingness to go the extra mile are an integral part of our PR team's success.
Patrick Marone bridges the gap between the marketing and the editorial team at Hearst Autos. He's instrumental in driving key special projects, such as building out our commerce operation and working behind the scenes to publish R&T Crew, the children's version of Road and Track. Patrick tackles every new project the same way, all in. That enthusiasm, combined with his limitless creativity, his relentless follow-through, and his attention to detail is why he is such a special head of special projects.
Now, Mie was integral to our team's efforts to migrate the media platform sites to a new front end. She led and mentored the design team through the process while working collaboratively with the engineering team and solving problems as they rose. She's an excellent manager, mentor, and team player, and a creative powerhouse to boot.
Hannah Evans led the website rebuild for Bridgestone and Firestone tires that became the global template for their digital consumer tire experience. It's a great website. We all know I've been on it, and I use it to find tires for my car. It took 2 years of selling, convincing, creating, reselling, adjusting, developing, launching, and relaunching. More than $3.5 billion in sales are driven through the Bridgestone and Firestone digital ecosystems. Seeing a complex project through for 2 years takes guts, persistence, and patience. Seeing it through during a pandemic with a client leadership change, wow, that makes you a special kind of leader, Hannah. A leader that knows how to push, hug, motivate, and celebrate. On to Katie Leonard. As the digital finance lead, Katie helped steward 39% year-over-year revenue growth through her support of sales, revenue operations, partnerships, and editorial. Katie's ability to work across functions and personalities helped her build strong partnerships throughout the organization so that difficult but important conversations are had proactively. Katie's a forward thinker who is always able to multitask in a fast-changing environment. I know personally that she's a joy to work with and a star whose leadership and style shines bright.
Andy joined the media platforms team during the height of COVID, which meant he joined without physically meeting any of his new colleagues. However, this didn't prevent him from making an impression. He understood the massive undertaking that is the CDS Global replatforming and all that goes with it. Andy's commitment to great products and systematically solving complicated problems is all the more effective because of his good nature, his humility, and empathetic attitude toward his colleagues and key stakeholders.
Nick Mahorg is a vital member of our DevOps team. He contributes to most of the architectural decisions and leads numerous projects that enable our media platform teams to work more efficiently. One of Nick's many projects this year involved re-architecting our Slack for our engineering team to manage Kubernetes applications. The result was an incredibly great success and provided features that have enabled our engineers to save lots and lots of time. It was just another instance that demonstrates Nick's ability to apply skills learned during each project to make future projects better.
I get the honor of doing the last nominee spotlight winner is also someone on my team. So excuse me if my voice gets a little shaky. Janine. Janine is an earnest, patient, and a thoughtful advisor to so many at the company. There's never a day that goes by where she's not ready to tackle business problems or an employee's needs. She knows the media business inside and out. And because of that, she's also respected for her business acumen. Her commitment and integrity over 10 years at the company are always front and center. Janine is essential to our team, the people and culture team, but also to the company as a whole. Now, Debbie, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thanks, Keisha. I've been at Hearst 10 years, and the Spotlight Awards have always been one of my favorite traditions at this company. Tonight has been no exception. I can say it from the bottom of my heart. I am completely and truly awed by everyone who we've recognized this evening. We at Hearst have the most talented people in the industry working across all of our brands and our businesses. And celebrating with all of you tonight has truly been an honor. Congratulations to all of you for being selected as a Spotlight Award winner. Each one of you has joined an esteemed group of peers who, over the years, have been recognized for their contributions to Hearst. I want to personally thank each of you for playing such an important role at our company. And with that, I'll just say have a wonderful evening and good night. Thank you all.
Well. Shall we have a snack? I'm very impressed. I guess, you know, they're very important people. They did it in under an hour. Pretty snazzy. Yeah? Freddie, what do you think? Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap? That's that. That's that. Pee break. Okay, well, I think Fred deserves a few of these. Yes, Freddie? Oh, he's very scratchy. He's a maniac for these treats. A maniac, maniac, a maniac. Wow, the speed. You want more treaties? Sit. He's a terror. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna change out of this dress. And then we'll come back, have a snack, and we'll debrief, shall we? Did you hear any of that, Aaron? The award? I just realized that my natural gas was on. I'm not having luck with fire. Definitely just lit my laptop on fire. Fred did it? Fred did it? What did he do? Oh my god. Fred, are you trying to kill me? That's not good, Fred. Oh my god, you could have killed us, Fred. How dare he? I'm gonna put an ice pack underneath this computer just for a bit. A little worried about it, honestly. Wow. Wow, Fred. How dare you? Aaron,
Yes,
Fred almost killed us.
good.
Good?
Yeah,
Do you want any cheese?
sure, I'll have a few slices.
Do you want the goat gouda?
Sure, I'll have a few slices.
What if I just gave you a chunk because I'm too tired to cut it?
Oh, sure, I'll have a few slices.
Bad boy. Bad boy. Yesterday's mush will be combined with today's mush for a mush-tastic meal. Aaron,
Yes, good.
would you like a little cup of curry garlic?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll be right back.
Doesn't want the curry, but yes to garlic.
Absolutely, I'll eat chunks of garlic. It smells so smoky in here. Why is it?
Because Fred jumped on the counter and turned on the gas without turning on the fire. So I turned on the fire without realizing that my laptop was on that stove. And so it burned the bottom of the laptop for like 2 seconds before I realized what was happening. And then it also lit a tissue paper that was on the edge of it on fire, which I put out.
How did Fred make you turn on a stove with your laptop sitting in front?
You asked Chad. I was changing and going to the bathroom and I came
That
back
kinda
and I
sounds-
smelled gas.
That kind of sounds like
That's what the people told me.
that kind of sounds like you lit your laptop on fire.
Well,
not
no,
Fred.
I lit my laptop on fire and I lit the paper on fire, but I only lit it on fire because I was like, why is the gas on, but
Right.
not the fire?
You did nothing wrong.
Wow. Take your fucking garlic and leave. Ingrates. All of them.
Excellent, thank you.
Enjoy your garlic.
I always. I'll try one now. Ooh. It's
What?
not super cooked through, so
Don't eat it all.
I'm gonna be yeah, I actually can't. Rare moment if I can't finish garlic. It's
Okay.
like
Put it in your leftovers bin.
yeah. I would be stinky for a week if I ate that all now.
What do you think, Fred? I'm thinking I got my booster today. Before I become completely, you know, useless, I should probably get some sorting done today. Outside is a mess. We also need to pack up Dad's typewriter. I'm gonna write that on pack up typewriter. So, a viewer, the same one who helped me find PhD students who wanted Dad's book collection, helped me get in touch with people at Stanford, professors at Stanford, and they are taking Dad's typewriter into their typewriter collection now. So I am shipping it to Stanford. Happiest of happy endings. Thank you guys so much for all of your help. We also got a call back from Champion, or an email back from Champion stamps today. And out of all the photos that Aaron sent them, they were like, these stamps are really common, we don't want them. So we're gonna have to find some other way of offloading them. I might just try to give it to Dad. Tell him to fucking come pick up. Dad, come to New York and pick up your stamps. Nobody really wanted the typewriter when I put it on Stooping and Queen's Instagram. And then I put it on Facebook as a part of the whole giveaway. And so many people were asking me about the typewriter. So I was like, this must be worth something, right? I told Julie it's going to Stanford. I wasn't lying. Ram thought I was lying just to get her off of my back. But it's actually going to Stanford. My snack is yesterday's mush with today's mush. I told Julie that it was a Chinese English typewriter, and she told me that her dad was Chinese and he really wants something to do. Except she was telling me that he doesn't know how to use technology nowadays, and I was like, well, what makes you think that he's gonna know how to use his typewriter? I'm good with bubble wrap. I have all the Daddy Hers cheese shipping material, so I should be good. But thank you for offering bubble wrap. I love it when eggplant falls apart and it's just like cream-tastic. Melty, gelatinous, silky, mush. I've had a wild ride in the last 6 weeks. You. Are you trying to kill us? Are you? I thought you were one of the good ones. I thought you were one of the good ones. Welcome to the mess. Oh God, this is overwhelming. What?
What's overwhelming?
Just looking at the pile of shit that I have piled in here that I have to sort through.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Daddy Hurst, for this wonderful packing material. Yeah?
Jason's wondering if you feel more pride or pressure from receiving an award.
I feel anger.
She feels anger. That's just Hugh's default state. So
You think it's my default state to be
how
angry?
could you give me an award? Bastards!
It's just the uselessness of an award, especially one where you're not even allowed to say anything in terms of the acceptance, when you see what the company is doing in order
It's
to...
a useless award, especially when you're not allowed to say anything for the acceptance, especially when the company's... When the company's what?
Spending millions of dollars on anti-union lawyers.
So it's like, what is it, then it's an empty gesture, is that the problem?
Yes, it's an empty gesture. Of course it's an empty gesture. All of these things are empty gestures.
$1,000 isn't empty.
$1,000 is fucking empty when they could be giving everyone $1,000 or more because everyone deserves a fucking raise.
But you're not everyone, you're you, and you got $1,000.
Yeah, well, that's how they make you skirt by in capitalism, is reward the few so that you convince other people the system is not that bad. They make you fucking complicit.
Right.
I'm not fucking complicit. Well, I am, but I don't want to be. That's why I'm angry, because I am fucking complicit.
Now it's a golden crystal.
I can't, I'm not touching it. If that isn't the biggest mess, my finger on the damn award, I don't know what is. god, that's my sticker. We're gonna keep the sticker. Pretty sure I put the sticker on Dad's typewriter. We're pixelated, I'm sorry. I don't know how to improve YouTube pixelation. I had another moment today where I forgot my mom is dead, where I bought the vegetables, like the eggplants and the carrots, and I was like, I'm gonna make a vegetable curry on Alive, and Mom's gonna be so glad that I'm eating vegetables when she sees it. Yeah.
Honoree? Yeah, Honoree the blacksmith. He's just sitting there hammering.
is something so indescribably sore about this experience. Like a mixture of nostalgia and dread mixed into it feels like smoke that you're inhaling and it's in the air and you can't not breathe it in because you have to breathe to live. But sometimes you get so used to it that you don't smell it anymore. And then all of a sudden you're just reminded of it out of nowhere. I also was just thinking about how interesting the language we use is concerning loved ones who die. Like the word lost. Like I lost my mother. Like when you lose something in life, you misplaced it. But you didn't really misplace these people. Or did you? Not quite a perfect fit. It's a little bit big, but this is the closest I could get. I'm not getting bubble wrap. If I don't have it, I'm not gonna use it. It'll be fine. This is pretty hard shell. I have this too. One thing at a time. Have a good dance class.
Dance class.
Look at Freddy. He's looking at us. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna go and print this shipping label from Mom's printer, and then I'm gonna give it away to someone because we probably don't need a printer in this house. I mean, we do, but we don't have a space for it. It'll be nice. One last shipping label, courtesy of Mom. Thanks, Chewy. Always yawning, Fred. What do your yawns mean? I'm sorry I'm pixelated, y'all. I don't know why I'm pixelated. I have no answers for you. I always find comfort in the fact that I will die one day. It is very comforting to me to think about it. I keep peanut butter in the fridge. It is mush. I only eat mush. You should know this by now. You know what my worst nightmare right now for tomorrow is? That I go to Queens Village and see that for some reason I got a ticket for all the large items that I put out, even though I did schedule a pickup. I don't think Mom ever ate pumpkin pie. Could that be true? Ram, you creeper. Did you go to Mom's house today? Is all the garbage gone? Did we do it? Did we succeed in throwing out all that trash? Oh my god, it's still there. Why is it still there? No. It's the end. It's supposed to have been picked up. Oh no. Are you for reals?
What happened to you and what's wrong?
Ram says none of the big items got picked up.
Oh, well, everybody's got what they need these days.
Aww.
Everybody needs your gym. I got the chairs going today.
That's true. Wait, can you tell me if all of my neighbors got their garbage picked up, or is it the entire, is it just me that didn't get picked up? Fuck. You don't have to be there. You just leave it in the alley or the curb. That's all the directions said. But there's no recycling pickup on Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings. It's all just trash. Recycling is on the weekend. Huh. I didn't know we had recycling on Tuesdays. That's weird. Also, I would love to say that we have a higher viewer count now that the award show is over, which I'm kind of happy about. I don't know why.
How many people you got watching you?
Right now, 270 something, but it was even lower when the awards were on. I find this very blissful. My biggest regret is probably that Mom never got to meet Fred. It's true. I think Mom did love Fred too. I think she really wanted to love him in person. She just grew up being scared of animals. Ever since she was young, she was scared of animals. And I think she might have gotten attacked by a dog once. I don't know. I could be making that up. But I grew up with her fearing anything with fur. And it took me a while to regain my love of dogs after growing up underneath my mom's fear of dogs. But look at this. How could anyone not like this? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Yes, even though he did try to kill all of us. If you had smell-o-vision, you too would have died. We're gonna finish this ice cream, this coffee and coconut one, after I told you guys that I was gonna listen to Mom and not eat cold stuff on my potential period, which isn't, it's a weird cycle this time. I don't even know. I proceeded to eat half a pint of each of these, and you know, I did that thing where I was like, oh, I ate literally almost the whole thing, and now I'm too guilty to finish it, so I left I left 2 bites. This flavor is so fucking good. This flavor is so fucking good. I think Mom would have loved this flavor. She loved coconut. She loved the taste and smell of coffee. She didn't like drinking coffee, but if you add sugar and milk, she loved it. This is the perfect flavor, I think, for Mom. She would have loved the vanilla too, but she would have loved this. I don't know if the cold brew has a good amount of caffeine. I just know it tastes good. Ugh. Damn it, Mom.
Hello.
Hi. Bringing Mom with me.
Okay.
Because I miss her.
Just a photo.
I know it's just a photo of her. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do if I miss her. Do you like Mom, Fred?
That was more of honestly for smart stuff.
Aaron was trying to mansplain to me today how we should put out better food offerings for Mom, because Aaron was an anthropology major when he went to college, and he was like, when he studied Chinese culture and ancestry worship, or ancestor worship, you know, like apparently the dead likes a different set of things, and that's why they burn money in Chinese funerals and put out liquor for them and like have a very specific altar. And I'm like, you know, that probably is true. I don't know. I also don't feel Chinese enough. It feels very strange. To not know how to handle all of this because I don't even know what culture I inhabit. I'm gonna continue sharing food with Mom because I'm just going to do what I used to do with her. And since I am not of the traditions that my parents came out of, and I know nothing of that world to the extent that I would need to know in order to enact any of those traditions, it wouldn't be genuine or authentic to me anyway to try to perform those things. Last bite. Cheers, Mom. That was good. That was quite delicious. Thanks to my coworker Brandon who sent these ice creams to us. Look at Freddy. When am I ever gonna sleep like that again? I haven't slept like that in weeks. Months. Oh, I don't take baths. I feel very gross when I take baths. Bath is human broth. That is always how those cravings work. Chunum. You always end up eating all of it. I would love to take a trip to the motherland. I need to get grandma back. I don't know when it's gonna happen though. I think we're gonna need to have to try to pull some connections. Apparently, in order to go into China, you need to have the Chinese vaccines. But Sinovac is not administered here. So even if I do get a visa back, I don't know how we're gonna get into China. We're gonna have to find some sort of strings and pull some strategic connections. Ugh. It's just one, it's gonna be one impossibility after the next. You know, I think baths are just so much effort because then you have to like clean the bathtub before you take the bath. Have you ever seen ADV China? No. What is ADV? I was telling Ram this yesterday, CBD doesn't really work on me. The only CBD that has ever worked on me was a whole bar of CBD chocolate. Like, you're supposed to separate it into 4 doses for that entire bar, but I have had to, like, eat the entire bar to feel anything. So CBD's a little weak sauce for me, unfortunately. It's just not really worth the expenditure. gonna have to start giving away some bowls, unfortunately. I don't think I can keep all of those. Yikes. You know what I realized recently is when people ask me what I do for a living, especially mom's friends, and I tell them that I work in food media and I make cooking videos, they always say, "Oh, you must be really good at cooking. You're a chef, right?" And then people who know my mom are always like, "Well, I would love to, come and eat your cooking one day." And I'm like, "No, you don't know what kind of food I make. Like, I'm not a chef. Like, I just make trash meals." It gets very awkward. This is the food I make. Do you want to eat it? Looks like poop most of the time. I love being a cook. There's nothing wrong with being a cook. I just don't want to be misunderstood as a chef because I feel like that comes with a lot of connotations. I think cook is just an accurate way to describe what I am. But people always assume that if you're a professional who works in food, then you must be a chef. And I'm like, no, not really. If I ever do an OnlyFans, it's just gonna be me licking utensils clean of mush. I'm sure there's a market for that. I have to make content that's a win-win for everyone involved, you know, like, gotta find that niche audience who'd be into watching stuff that I would have been doing anyway that makes me happy, aka licking utensils. We did really good on this. I am happy with the final product. For sure. I can definitely keep a straight face, but I also feel like it would be really nice for me to just like break character at the very end, you know? Every time a little bit of variation. I don't always have to have just one personality licking the utensil. Aaron, is it weird that I just want to eat a straight stick of butter?
Is it weird you didn't want to eat a straight stick of butter?
I want to eat a straight stick of butter.
Do it with your dreams.
I don't think I should support my dreams. May I have the last apple?
The last shoe.
Yes, I'll share it with you.
Yes. Let's share.
Last apple from upstate that Jeff brought for us. I don't think I'll be licking anything plugged into anything. That would be an entirely different kind of stream, huh? Would you like half of it?
Yes, thank you.
Minus the core.
Sure. Thank you. I wonder if this is the same one.
Don't know.
Tastes pretty good.
Do you like it?
Love it.
It's got a little bit of that floral scent that you get off of nectarine skins, and it's got that kind of almost like the kind of waxy perfume you get off of lime zest. It's got a good amount of acidity balanced out by the kind of sweetness, but it's not like a fresh sweetness. It's more of like
Yeah.
if your parents ever made you Asian pear soup for, you know, colds, wintertime, where they just took that Asian pear and they slice it up and they boiled water with it with a little bit of rock sugar maybe. This tastes like that. Sorry, somebody got 5 pounds of apples for $1. My God. I don't know what the name is. Aaron's dad, Jeff, bought it for us. It's very good. Yes, Aaron's family is from Rochester. So they live in the land of good apples. I did just see the core. A little bit of cyanide won't kill you. It'll just make you a little bit stupider, which I need at this point. It might make life a lot easier for me. Right, Mom? Mom says yes. What is your tail doing, Fred? What is your tail doing, Freddy? Does anybody read Cattail? You would have to eat a whole bucket of apple seeds. You would probably explode from eating that many apples before you die from the cyanide poisoning. Oh, big stretch. You're so nice, Freddy. You're You're so nice for letting me touch your pawsies. He's not letting me go. Look at those claws. Ow! Fuck! What are you doing, Fred? What are you doing, Fred? Ow. 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 Ay, ay, ay. I will obey? Or else what, Freddy? Or else what? You turn on the gas and you kill us all? That's really dumb. You die too. And then who will give you greenies? This is the last load of laundry that we did at Mom. happened to this scarf in the wash, but it looks like it got all sorts of fucked. Weird. Very strange. No, it's not a matter of ironing. It looks like there's like a lot of holes now. It's like the thread is ruined. It's okay, not a big deal. I have this scarf that I want to use as a headband. Maybe it's a silk scarf and I shouldn't have put it through the wash. Okay, maybe a bit long for a headband scarf, but it's cute. This one is a very soft scarf. Uniqlo, 100% cashmere. Almost feels like mom never wore it. Another all black scarf, kind of sheer, frayed edges. She had that one doily tablecloth. I don't really want it though. So cashmere really apparently isn't ethical, the extraction process. I think I've mentioned it before, but cashmere is basically the layer of wool that is closest to the goat. You say it's the goat? So they have to like go really close against the skin to harvest that wool. Obviously very uncomfortable for the animal, probably even painful, and they're basically butt naked after you take it away from them. So that's why it's really expensive. I feel like I actually told mom that fact and maybe she didn't buy any more cashmere after that. Mom had this fabric sitting on the basement queen mattress the whole time. I'm not sure for what reason, but I washed it because I recall this fabric was basically a childhood curtain. I think she cut it from curtains that I remember growing up with, so I kept it. This is the sheet that she used to cover the futon with, so I kept this too. I don't know anything about merino wool. But can somebody fact check that cashmere thing that I just talked about? Because I don't want to be the originator of fake news. Fact check June. Not a fitted sheet, just a straight sheet. I'm gonna bind it together with this silk scarf that I ruined in the wash. The pad from our first class flight lounge at JFK made it. It's come a long way. I'm gonna have to, I wore these leggings at Mom's place, but this is so old that the waistband is so stretched out, so I'm gonna have to maybe ask Lala to take it in a little bit for me. So Ram just reminded me yesterday that next week is Thanksgiving, which means next week is the final week of my bereavement, which means that I'll probably just have 1 week to unwind. Obviously, a lot of things aren't done yet. I don't have the letters of administration to handle Mom's estate yet. So it's just gonna be what it will have to be that. My building doesn't have any laundry. We have to take it out. Pretty much during the pandemic, Aaron's taken on the laundry duties because I've done it for years at Mom's. But Got a whole lot of hangers for when we have more closet space. I remember when I was still trying to decide how to take my bereavement, because they give you a month of bereavement and you're allowed to chop it up as you see fit. And HR was asking me, do you want to take it all in one chunk? How do you want to distribute it? And I feel like that was just like a week or two ago. Time passes so weirdly. In the moment, it seems to go so slow. And then you look back and it's all fucking gone. Here's the hibiscus tea that Aaron got for me. Do you see the beautiful color? It is very red. Almost like wine. Love green tea. It is my preferred tea. Is it time for Fred's Din Din?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Freddy, even though you tried to kill us today, I will still feed you. How was he with the Flovent today?
Great.
Are we having audio issues too? Maybe that's YouTube's cue for get the fuck out of here. Go live your life. My mom knew I didn't want to have kids. She didn't want to believe it for a few years, and then she let it go. I stood my ground. Thank you for the crackers, Daddy Hers. They're delicious. They're like fattier saltines. Not as flaky, a little bit heartier, a little bit more whole grainy, slight grit in the teeth instead of absolute mush that gets stuck in the crevices of your teeth. I just like crackers, y'all. I like the Harney and Sons green hot cinnamon. Have you tried the green hot cinnamon? It's so good. It's so sweet. Hi, Sydney. How's the food, Fred? Is it good? You want some? It's regular cat food. Correct. You said the Vital Farms butter is really good?
It's excellent, yeah. Are you gonna use the butter now?
Yes.
Nice.
Do you want some?
Sure.
Do you want it on a cracker?
Tiny slice. Yes.
Do you think Fred wants some?
Yes. I already fed him that butter before. He loved it.
Oh wow. Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Little slice.
Alright, your slice is ready.
Yeah, he was gobbling it down.
Should I treat him to another slice?
Yes.
After he just attempted to kill us?
Mhm.
Here's your slice.
Well, you attempted to kill us.
No. He did by turning on the gas.
Brr.
Everybody's telling you to rewatch the live, Aaron. You don't have to believe me.
Could I rewatch it to figure out what happened? Yes. Will I? No.
Is it salted?
Yeah.
Mmm.
It only gets salted. What do you think? How's the flavor? Describe it for us.
I'm not too impressed.
Okay. Any tasting notes?
You want some, Freddie?
Give him a wee slice.
I like to give him the wrapping paper.
Mm-hmm.
And he can lick it. And we know that it's not a lot. It's okay. I think you like it because it's very fatty and it's salty.
Yeah. Sounds good. Oh, he was licking the wrapper for a second.
What do you mean for a second? He's gonna keep going.
He
Freddie,
stopped.
come here. Because he can't hold on to it. Somebody needs to hold it for him. No? Freddie, really? You rejected it?
He ate that little slice. I don't know if he knows to lick it.
Come here, Fred.
Bye.
Wow. All by myself.
My arm is really sore now.
Your arm is?
Very sore, yeah. It feels like I just did the hardest, like, shoulder workout ever.
Is it only one arm?
Well, obviously, yeah.
Okay, we have made the eggplant and carrot dish. We assembled the table. We tasted Aaron's lunch. We didn't send the email to Bob yet. I'll do that later. We packed up the typewriter. We put away some things, and then we haven't listed the buy nothing group things yet. I can do that later too. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to get rid of to make space for new things. It's a lot of shit, dudes.
What are shit dudes?
You're a shit dude.
I know.
I have all these tubs that are currently empty, but if we move, these could be really, really handy. But obviously they're just bulky and an eyesore, and I don't know where to put them in the meantime. It's possible that I could clean out the front closet. Do you know what's underneath Fred's food in the front closet?
No. Maybe this crate for carrying. These old carry crate.
There's definitely some space maximization that we can do.
You working on your desk area now?
I'm more just kind of like staring at it right now.
That's where the work starts, is in your head.
My uncle's gonna pick up the stamps. One last thing. Yes, a viewer said that they would like the frog. They believe in animism, and they felt bad that I was throwing Mr. Frog out, so. Whoops. Can I try your new granola?
Yeah.
Aaron got an. How many more coupons do we have?
That was the last pictures.
Oh no. This is the last free granola that we'll have. Dark chocolate.
Have to send us more if you're watching.
Dark chocolate and peanut butter. The chocolate has started melting. I like how Ram is just quiet until I bring out food. Hi, Ram. I hear a door creaking. He always scampers away like he knows he's done something wrong. The granola is very good. It's like dessert. Yesterday's espresso one and today's peanut butter and chocolate ones are delightfully desserty. Chocolate. Chocolate. Freddie. What are you doing to Mom? Hmm? All right. Well, I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye soon because I'm just not gonna get any work done. And I need to put all that shit away. And I need to tear out my closet and think. Right, Brad? Aaron, I hate these almonds. They're all yours if you want.
Marco almonds?
Yeah.
Why?
They just don't taste good. Freddie, will you say bye to the people? Wish them a good night. You don't like these, buddy. Yeah, I thought so.